Drunken Under Quarantine Show Season 3. Letting you all know, be warned, this is an adult show with adult themes and adult content. Some very adult situations, as you will see as we get going. But if you're ready, buckle up, leave your comments. We'll be addressing them shortly.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. I'm, of course, Hickory, the drunken welcoming, underwhelming you at the Drunken Under Quarantine Show, Season 3, Episode 37. Start of Dry December. Tonight, we're going to talk about Drunk Deer, Crazy Lightning, and get Dry December started. Let's get into the show. That's right, everybody. Welcome back. I'm, of course, Hickory, the drunken underwhelming. Welcome to the Season 3, Episode 37. First episode of Dry January. Welcome, Drunk Deer, Crazy Lightning, Dry January tonight. We got a lot of topics to get into. We got comments in already. Blenda saying, what's up, my peeps? What's up, Blenda? Nice to see you. Hope you guys are having a beautiful evening out there on internet land. And yeah, we got some stuff to get into. We're going to be talking mostly funny stories, but we do have a couple weird ones tonight, like Biden's classified documents. We're going to get into the transmaxing craze. And lastly, maybe a little bit about the propane thing and how some chefs are going to be very upset with that news. But without further ado, let's get in the show. We got a lot to get into. Welcoming to the spotlight stage, my man, my boy, my comrade. Please help me welcome Mr. G.W. Foley. Oh, that one.
I am the hot stepper. Word 'em up. Lyrical gangster. Word 'em up. Excuse me, Mr. Officer. Word 'em up. Yeah, I wanted to keep going. I can't remember it. I like my my weekly hip hop
References.
Yeah, there we go. That's the word I was looking for. How are we doing, everybody? It is 8:03. I got the alert. It's going to be a dick on my phone, but we're YouTube live, obviously.
Yeah,
we got Sean, we got Blenda, we got some beautiful people in the audience, so we have that going.
Serving it up fresh, Sean.
Yes,
5-course menu.
So fun news. I have a job interview tomorrow.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed. I'm not a complete bum. And they're like, all right, you can do. It's basically bitch work. I'm fine with that.
Nice.
I can do bitch work. I'm good at bitch work. Maybe a little too good. And I'm afraid that's my thing, is bitch work. Like, don't give me anything too complicated, but if you need something data entry, I got you. I can do that. That's my skill set, is mediocre. School starts up in next week, so in about a week. I'm feeling all right about it. I'm feeling okay. Not gonna lie, I'm not gonna feel cocky, or overconfident, but I have a good feeling, positive attitude, positive outlook. And I may have to course correct and be like, okay, this isn't working. I need to be full panic mode, which is more my speed. I'm definitely neurotic. I've come to realize And that's okay, because that's like my superpower. Like everyone's like autism, that's my superpower. I'm like neurosis. There we go. Like, let's fucking worry about everything. Yeah. That is like I wish I could fly, or like I don't know, have like cool superpowers, but being neurotic, that's mine. Everyone's like, you just need to relax. I was like, I don't know how. How the fuck do people relax? Like
No
I'm constantly thinking about shit to do, or shit that needs to be done, or like that. That's why I take so many naps. Is like I just say fuck it, and like my brain needs to shut off because I'm thinking too much. So I'll go take a nap. So,
Fair.
but that's all I got. Let's turn it over to the reason why we really gather here. Hickory, the drunk and underwhelming.
Yes, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Officially Dry January, the first episode of it. So, in honorance, Hickory, the drunk and underwhelming, sourced himself a non-alcoholic double IPA. For those who didn't know they didn't exist, yeah, we're gonna give this a shot live on the air, and then there will be I will do a piece of magic. But I wanted to give an honest opinion because it sounds like blasphemy in a can, as far as I'm concerned. But I'm willing to try it. I'm willing to try almost anything, and I will say that some of the light non-alcoholic beer type beers haven't been that bad. And I've even had a pale ale that was non-alcoholic that was drinkable, and then I've had a couple like that were just bad. So we have no idea what we're getting into. We got Rescue Club from Zero Gravity Brewing in Burlington, Vermont. This is their double IPA.
My soul pours out to you.
No idea what we're getting into, but basically, Rescue Club is Zero Gravity's non-alcoholic branding. They have an IPA, a pale ale. I think they have a stout, maybe, and maybe a red. I don't know, but let's. So the nose isn't bad. It's pretty piney. It's got a nice scent to it. Yeah, it kind of tastes like what you would expect. It's got like really good double IPA flavor up front, and then it just vanishes, and tastes like something's missing, which is 8 to 10% alcohol is missing. That makes perfect sense. Not bad overall. They did a decent job with this one. I could drink it. I'm not really going to want to. I'm probably going to grab out the Pepsi I have in the fridge. But here we go. I'm going to do a piece of magic with a book. This is the Stingman Inside Abscan, the true story behind the film American Hustle, which I've never watched. And this is not an endorsement of this book. This show has a budget for things like non-alcoholic beer for Dry January. So therefore, this was at the dollar store. I picked it up. And the comments before we get into this, Skimoro said, sup, Hickory, sup, GW. What's up, Skimoro? Thank you for having us. Twigga won't be on for a week or so. Yes, we do miss that boy. We wish him all the best in what's going on. Sean said, hi, Blenda. Skimoro said, video games do away with the real world. Yeah, just put on the old the goggles and just go into VR land. I will admit I do enjoy VR from time to time, but it's about 20 minutes at a time for me, and I'm good. Skimoro said, how does non-alcoholic double IPA work? The sad part is they probably used the same amount, if not ingredients, as they would to produce a double IPA. There's just no alcohol in it. I don't know how their process works. I don't know if they're brewing real beer and then like extracting the alcohol. Like I could assume you could distill it off, but it would change the flavor of the beer immensely because it would basically be boiled.
Yeah.
I don't know though. It's magic. That's all I got, Skiporo. Nicole Hickory said, so just double fist them. What, the non-alcoholic double IPAs? They're still like not that cheap. That was the I only got a single, and I think it was still like $3.50. Skimoro said, tastes like flat Coke mixed with sour tea. All I said was beer was good enough for Jehovah. Hey, I'm not disagreeing. I just need to take a month off. So here we go. Basically, I have a book, a deck of cards, and a business card. It's got a blank background. And I am going to write my prediction on this here card. And then I'm going to have GW tell me something like a phrase, a password, something that I wouldn't have guessed before the show, sir. Or actually somebody in the comments. Sean, Dobby, or Blenda, whoever's in the comments first, give us a random name. I'll write on this card. And then we're going, or on this business card anyways. Business card. My prediction's on the back there, so I won't show you, but I will cover my prediction and show you the signature. Anybody with a name down there in the comment section? Matthew, there we go, with one T even, so it would not be one that I chose. Matthew with one T. Looks like that, right? Matthew. Oh, and Mary Lou. We're going to put both on there. Now, Drunk Magician's handwriting is not good, so Matthew and Mary Lou. The signature, or the guess is under my finger. We'll just stick it up here for now. That's my prediction. Now we're going to we're going to choose a card. So basically, I'm going to riffle down through here in a sec. I'm going to ask GW to stop whenever he would like me to stop. Oh, that sounds good, Ariak. Way to make me Jones. Drinking Dragon's Milk Reserve 2022 Stroopwafel. 11% ABV, smooth as fuck, and just sweet enough to qualify as dessert. Yeah, Ariak, make me jealous. That sounds delicious right now. Skimoro said 3 hearts. No, we're gonna like riffle for a card. But whenever you want to say stop, G-Dubs, give me a stop.
Stop.
Right there. Okay. G-Dubs, the 2 of diamonds.
Okay.
2 diamonds, your card. I'm gonna take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 6 cards, including yours on top. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take those 6 cards. We're gonna distribute them evenly throughout the book. I'm going to riffle through the pages, and you're gonna say stop whenever you'd like. I'm trying to think about how I'm physically doing this at this desk, actually. There we go. Just like that. Okay. G-Dubs, I'm going to start riffling. Oh, you can't really see that. Kind of like that. I'm going to riffle like that, and you're going to say stop a few times.
Stop.
Okay. There's number 1.
Stop.
There's number 2, and so you can see the card is in the book.
Stop. Stop.
Okay, I got 2 more.
Stop. Stop.
Oh, I went past a few. That's all right.
Yeah, that's fine.
You want to go back? Okay. So now we have as a card with Skimoro down there said, I meant 2 diamonds. Well done, sir. The just kidding guy in the crowd. He also said page 123. It'd be really funny if it wasn't 123. That would kill me. So basically, we've got 6 random cards in a book, one of which was the 2 of diamonds that you chose. I've got a prediction up on there with 2 names signed on it. And here we go. We're gonna go through the book as fairly as I possibly can, and so we get to cards. I'm gonna pull them out. Ask if it's your card, which I know what your card is. Tell you what page it's on. So this was page 22, 23, and we had the 5 of hearts. So obviously not yours. We had page 7879. 4 clubs. Well, almost. I was looking for 123. I was like, that would be cool. Nope. It skips to 150, 151. The 4 clubs. Obviously not GW's card. I missed one. I must have missed a few. Oh, here we go. We got 30, 39. 2 of hearts. Close, but no 2 of clubs, or 2 of diamonds, my friend. It's weird, like I can feel it. There we go. Really? We get, that's 4 so far. There's 2 more in there. Oh, there we go. Page 296, 297. 4 of diamonds, which is also not GW's card. And lastly, but not leastly, we get to page 244, 245. So, 244, 245. I unplugged my headphone jack. Hold on. See if I can do this. I warned you guys I was underwhelming. Here we go. So on page 244, 245, we got GW's 2 of diamonds. Turn it. This is kind of weird.
Yeah, I see it.
240, 243, 244. 2 of diamonds. And GW's the first words on the top page there.
The new townhouse. Weinberg was told.
No new, just the townhouse.
The townhouse.
Okay. I want to make sure I didn't get it wrong. 244, 243. 244, 243. Lastly, but not leastly, I made a prediction at the beginning of the trick on the back. I forget which camera I'm on, sorry. On the back of a business card. Hickory, the drunken, underwhelming business card. The one that very clearly says Matthew and Mary Lou on it. My prediction was the townhouse. Now that might be magical, but there's a second piece in the 6 cards that were randomly selected. Might just be 244 and 245. So I was a page off. But that's why they call me the drunken underwhelming. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That was fun. I haven't done that in the show in a hot minute, and I'm looking forward, as part of my New Year's resolution, to perform more magic regularly on the Drunken Underquarter Team show. If you guys want to see something fun out there, especially if you see something you're like, hey, I want to see the Drunken Underwhelming do this, but it's done by another magician, shoot it over. Let me know, because sometimes it's a great way to find things where I'm like, oh, that's a cool little flair on something I already do. But without further ado, that's all I got. Thank you guys for joining us so much. We're going to get on over to the after show. We're going to get into the regular show before we get to the after show. G-Dubs, you ready?
Let's do it.
Thank you guys so much. Sean's got the eyes bugging out. Marcy said that was great. Thank you, Marcy. I do appreciate it. Skimaro said, awesome trick. You get the FU trophy. Fooled us. Love that show. I don't think anything quite similar to that's been on Fool Us. That one was on I remember the first time I performed that live because my mom was at that show, and she literally came up to me afterwards and she's like, Hickory, you know, with like my birth name, because she's my mother. She doesn't call me by my magician name. She still thinks
that would be awesome if it did.
That would be great. No,
yeah.
but she's like, Hickory, I want to know how you did that. And I was like, I love you, Mom. I'm still not teaching you shit. You're not going to be a magician. You just want to know the magician's secrets, and that's breaking the magician's code. If you wanted to like become my apprentice, and that's a different deal. Teach you what you need to know. But she was like, because I saw that on America's Got Talent the other night. And I was like, yeah, you never know what you're going to see at a Hickory show. Like, I do some classic shit that Copperfield did. I do some modern stuff that's on like American Got Talent. And then it's all blended together with my ridiculous stylings of drunk magicry and, spilling drinks and pouring shots and having a good time on stage.
Damn straight.
Speaking of which, G-Dubs and I are live
roll.
January 28th at the Marquee Theater in Middlebury, Vermont, along with Jonah. I can't remember Jonah's last name. And I feel bad. Jonah Joseph and Pierre the Beast Vachon hosting. We're going to have a ruckus time. I'm headlining. We're doing like 30, 40 minutes of a stage show. And yes, I will try to I'll try to get a video. And then I got to figure out how to like make like a I don't want a paywall members area. I want a members area where people that care will go there, but it's not just like on my YouTube front page. That's really I think that's what I really want is like I don't want to charge you guys for stuff, but on the flip side, I don't want it on the front page because like I don't want to get famous for magic. I really just enjoy streaming and talking shit online. I'd much keep my live magic performance live. I do enjoy these little bits on the show, but
I was gonna say I think you got it wrong. Just go full force with the magic and then have people be like, oh, he also does this.
Oh, he also live streams.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably because the magic's way more I don't know, magical than it's also very drunk. Just gonna say January 28th is gonna break dry January. But that's a side effect of doing a live show.
So here's a question for you.
Please.
Are you going to go an extra week into February?
Because I didn't do the first week of January. Yeah, probably. Yeah. It might stick around for a little longer than January. I need to lower my tolerance and not be fat anymore because I am back to the gym. That's awesome.
Good.
Just there's a good chance Hickory strength video might be coming up in the next couple of weeks talking about what's going on, a little behind the scenes on that. But not that you guys really care, but it holds me accountable. So that's nice. Here we're going to go from right into the first one of the night. How the drunk is this news? But more importantly, how drunk is this deer? I wanted to start with something silly and fun tonight to get us in a chuckly mood since it's, a little dry around here. So this one from the Daily Caller. Deer crashes into Minnesota butcher that doesn't sell venison meat, leaves through the broken door. All I could think was you really should have put the word before in there. Deer crashes into Minnesota butcher shop that didn't sell venison meat before and just left it there and then left it open-ended, and it would have gathered more intrigue because I would have been like, what if a cow does walk into my store? Am I allowed to turn it into food? I don't know.
Fuck deer. Deer are douchebags. Like that's the only way to say it. Deer are douchebags. I fucking hate deer. Like every time
almost as much as I hate moose.
Yeah. Speaking of Pierre, have you ever heard his moose story?
No.
Okay. Next time you talk to him, get him to tell you the moose story.
Okay. We're going to have him on and tell the moose story because now I think everyone wants to know. I'm curious. I have a moose story too, and which is why I hate them, but I think I've shared it before. It's about me hitting one with the beautiful assistant and both my little sisters in the car. At night, and it rolled over the car and it ran off, and it was my mom's 03 Hyundai Elantra, and fucked that car right up, took off the side view mirror, killed the engine instantly. Luckily it restart, but we were out in the middle of nowhere where there's no cell phone service, so I ended up driving like 5 miles home with a fucked up car with no headlights, and There's time. That is why I hate moose. And when not kill one. Push as far as you can. Your liver will love you for it. I promise. Yeah, Sean, that's kind of the point. Is that my whole body needs a little break. So it'll take a little adjusting.
I've been good. I've been doing dry January, and I'm just lazy. Like getting beer just sounds like too much work.
Producer Jake down in the comments saying, if you're a true Vermonter, you have a moose story. Yeah, I agree. Most of them, most true Vermonters definitely have a moose story. Mine just sucked enough that I would shoot one in the face. Like, I hate them. Like, I no regard for the lives of moose anymore. Like, none.
Big, dumb animal.
Like, if I could catch like 5 of them with a pen and kill them with an excavator, that would make me so happy. Sean said, "Oh dear, busting through the meat wall like Kool-Aid man." Yeah, except I was like, "Oh no, this is my mom's car. She's gonna hate me when I get back home." Oh, that's funny. Mardi Gras parade started January 6th. Dry January lasts less than 1 week. January 6th. When is Mardi Gras? February something, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure it's the week before. It's usually before Easter, so it's either like the 7th or the 14th. They celebrate Mardi Gras for a damn month.
God damn! I thought it was like a day.
Oh, that's scary, Marcy. I ran into a moose on foot in Alaska. Yeah, that's terrifying. Yeah, I don't want to meet a moose ever.
No, fuck
Never
that
again.
noise.
Nope.
I don't even like going to the moose club.
I don't know, man. I kind of like old people. Sometimes they're fun to hang out with because, like, they finally make me feel young. Because I feel like when I'm hanging out with my modern friends, I'm like the guy that's sitting on his front porch cleaning his shotgun, yelling at kids that drive too fast. You know, it's like, "You goddamn kids!" And then I hang out with old people. I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm not that weird."
These are my people.
Yeah, like one time we did a what was it? A battle of the bands at the what's that place called? Like not the veterans place, not the Union.
VFW.
Is it the VFW? What's the thing in Brandon? The Legion?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, yeah, we did one at the Legion. It was like all the metalhead and punk kids were in the room where the battle of the band's happening, and before we were up, where Jake and I were like over with the old people drinking Jack and Coke in the next room, just chatting with them. Oh yeah, listen to them kids cause racket, and then like watching the old people's reaction when we got up and walked in the next room and made some racket. It was fun. I miss those days. Okay, let's get into it. Deer crashed into Minnesota butcher shop. An angry or maybe drunk, confused, scared, and silly deer broke into a Minnesota butcher shop, which doesn't even sell venison meat on Saturday. Yeah, because most of them don't. The She Said butcher shop had quite the surprise when what appeared to be a young deer came flying through the glass doors at the front of the property at top speed. As seen in a video shared on Facebook, the deer, seemingly scared, perplexed, or just in the typical spin cycle that domestic pet owners know all too well, went absolutely ballistic after landing inside the shop. In the space of 30 seconds, the deer tried desperately to get out of the room, even smashing through plants and the wall. Eventually, it figured out how to bust out back the way it came, and it did so with a little spring in its step. This was truly an ordeal, and I'm not really sure. I am really not sure who was more scared at the time, me or the deer. But it was a pretty terrifying experience overall. Other than a smashed door, a hole in the wall, and a few broken plants, everything else came out unscathed, and I'm thankful because it could have been so much worse. Not only with damages, but potentially could have seriously hurt someone, the shop wrote in its Facebook caption. I hope the deer is okay. I'm back telling this story to her friends about the crazy experience she had today escaping the butcher. Wow, what a day. Said butchers, she said butchers. That's a hard sentence, man. When you call your shops, she said, and then they start a sentence with it. Like, wow. I like the name, but starting a sentence with it is like, you know what I mean? I'm like, I'm automatically assuming it was quote that she said. She Said Butchers is the first woman-owned and operated butcher in Moorhead, Minnesota. and only sells beef and pork, according to the website. Which, that's awesome. Oh yeah, $3 Jack and Cokes. See, Jake will back me up. He remembers that was a good time. When Sean said this, he said, "Hey Dobby, did the insurance cover that?" And I read Dabby, and I was like, "Sean, why would my cat know about your insurance?" Yeah, that's how all about me I am, I suppose. Let's see what this. Let's watch the video live. Come on.
Oh Jesus!
Oh my god!
Okay, hold on a minute. That really full screen? That is full screen. Okay, sorry, I was trying to.
That must be the sign of the gods being like, "Fuck you."
Okay, we gotta watch that again. Sorry, buddy. I'm just impressed he knows how well to stand on like that type of floor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With those hooves, like I imagine it's like ice skates right now. He's just trying to, like, he doesn't know where he is. He just got knocked for a loop. He tries to jump out the window. Oh, again.
Oh.
It's okay, buddy. Go back the way in which you came. That's right. Don't get any. Don't let that broken door hit you in the ass on your way out. Yeah, it makes me wish there was another camera where we could see the. Actually,
The hole in
Skimmer's
the
got
wall.
a great point. Those stores aren't cheap. No, the counter, because in this shot you can't see where the butcher's counter is. Right, like this is all the front of the store.
Yeah.
I assume there's like a thing over this way that's like a meat counter in a deli, right? Where there's like probably somebody staying behind it, which leads me to believe, and I don't know because I don't know the layout of this shot. Hey, Laura's down there. I'll read that in a sec. I'm imagining the deer came in and hit the back of the case, like the meat case that somebody was standing at working at, is my guess. I don't know, but if it was my shop, that's what it would have been.
Yeah.
He would have slid across that floor and hit the meat counter. Laura said, "Hey, what's up, everybody? Twigga, but sleep. But wanted to let everyone know he got a strike and can't do anything for 7 days. Think he's sick. He sleep early. Lol." Laura, well, I'm just glad you guys are okay. It's all right. Understood. It gets the best of us. Would you just say what type of strike he got? I'm just curious. Because both of mine have been for coverage of I've been unfairly hit on election stuff twice now. 3 times technically. But just curious.
Once, twice, 3 times.
Luckily they counted the second 2 as the same because it was like the same audio clip from someone in 2 separate videos, and so they were cool with it. But it wasn't anything I said. It was something someone else said in a video that I was reacting to. And I never like confirmed or anything. This shit's so irritating. Laura said, "Hey, Blenda." Laura, yeah, glad you guys are good. And hope everything is all right. I hope Twigga feels better. And
Yes,
yeah.
I do as well. I'm
Yeah.
sitting here just like, oh, I should say something.
that first
Yeah.
strike. I'm sure that's not his first, but that sucks. That deer had recently had a booster shot. That's possible. He was or where were they? They in Washington?
Minnesota.
Minnesota. Okay. It's like if it was Oregon, that he would have like found a bag of meth or something. So. Hey, Skimora, he got it off some video he did months back. Someone named Playboy, I think. Oh, Playboy the Beast. Yeah, I can imagine that. That wouldn't surprise me at all if he got a strike. Luckily, I've been good and none of the Playboy Beast ones. But I will fully admit, there's a lot of times I get like 2/3 into a reaction and I'm like, nope, no fucking way that's going up. Delete. And that happens probably at least once a week. Like where I get like I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes in reacting to something, and I'm just like, nope, because I don't really feel like fucking with it. Said, are you joking about my grill again? No, I don't know. Oh, about the meth? No, of course not. Laura said, yep, him. Yeah, Playboy the Beast is great. The latest reaction I did was about his song Gun and Teas, which is all about drinking twisted teas.
Oh,
which isn't my deal. And it's actually funny. So that was the first time I responded to, I did a reaction to Playboy the Beast early on. This fucking super commenter on YouTube. Like everybody knows who, oh God, what's her name? It's like as soon as you see it, Shannon Garcia.
yeah.
It's like, she's like super commenter on fucking everything. And she suggested it and I did a reaction. And then there was like 2 more where I got like halfway in and I was like, he's pushing it. But hearts goes out to Playboy the Beast because he's in jail right now serving a sentence. And heart goes out to him and his family. But the first one I reacted to, I gave them shit for drinking twisted tea in it. And he actually commented back and was like, yo, don't fuck with the teas. I was like, yeah, fair enough, bro. If you're going to back it up, like, cool. I just thought it was like a weird thing for, I don't know. It's not my thing. But then again, I'm a craft beer dude. Yeah.
I'm not really a craft beer dude, but yeah, can't do the teas.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
I will say one time when I was like 22 at Terrell Street, like the discount beverage place, they had Mike's Hard Light Tea on sale for like $3 a 4-pack. So it was like $12 a flat. And I think I bought like 5 or 6 flats of that. I drank a lot of tea that week, but it was like super easy, non-carbonated, 4%. Like you just drink a bunch of them. It was, I don't know. I don't know where that story was going other than me reminiscing about the days of drunk. Anyways, let's get into the next one. In important news, electricity is magic. This was a fun story shared by, like I said, I like the raspberry one. I haven't tried any of them, to be honest.
I just can't.
My shirt. Look at that. Dumb magician that screen share proper. There we go. Video shows parked cars' headlights turn on after lightning strikes. I thought this was really interesting. I had never seen this before. This is shocking CCTV footage of North Carolina parking lot shows a stray lightning bolt strike near a parked truck, which led to its headlights turning on. The video footage was recorded Wednesday at the JR Motorsports headquarters in Mooresville, North Carolina. The footage was posted by JR Motorsports Twitter account with the caption, "Starting the year off with a bang." Video shows an uneventful rainy parking lot before the lightning strikes. Lightning bolt strikes near where this white Chevy truck. Immediately, electricity and sparks can be seen. Some sparks jump from the ground. Your neighborhood metal gate, electrifying the gate briefly. Within moments, the lightning is gone, leaving just sparks and smokes. Then the truck's headlights flip on, presumably due to lightning strike. Twitter jumped to make humorous comments about the bizarre event. Funny how the headlights magically turned on. Real storm or very clever Chevy commercial filming, one user said. Driver, I need to jump. Mother Nature, I got you. The extraordinary chain of events comes to severe weather has rolled across the United States in recent weeks.
Ah, Jesus.
That'll full screen. Look at that. Oh, wait, was there audio? Yeah, headlights just turn on. Park truck back there. Let's we'll screen that. Oh, it wasn't playing. Sorry. Wild, dude.
It looks like it hit the truck.
It does. Let's go back. GWs, have you ever seen a lightning bolt this close?
No. Thank God.
I still got to get used to a Twitter video. Yeah, it does look like it came down directly on it. Like the line is right there, like the smoke coming off it.
That's definitely God saying, fuck this truck.
I mean, if there was ever a clear example of the Lord just raining hellfire down It's exactly what this looks like. It looks like a scene from fucking Power Rangers. There's sparks flying off everywhere and shit. I will say I've been watching a lot of recently. That's
a lot of Power Rangers.
Yeah.
I tried.
Somebody was talking about it the other day, and I was like, oh, I got to see if it was like as what I remember. Boom, headlights on. That truck is ready to roll. John says, yep. Skimoro said electrons are fascinating. John said it looks to me as if they followed the fence wire.
It did.
Yeah, because there's smoke down. There's smoke down here too, like following the fence. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's wild. Yeah, definitely followed the fence. Got a big burst down here, a little one here, big one there. Oh, I wish I could play it in reverse slow-mo. Like, that looks like Independence Day.
Yeah.
Right there. Like, it looks like the aliens are about to blow this truck up. And no, the lights just come on. Skimoro said, watch out for that War of the Worlds shit. War of the Worlds. War of the Wordles. Sean said this is where Tesla believes electricity could be transmitted through the air. I know. It's just it would have to not go through all of us too.
Yeah.
I guess, right? That's like the challenge there.
That's the important part. I don't want to be walking around and all of a sudden like zap. Fuck that. I mean, if it's quick, fine. But I don't want to go out that way.
That's fair. We'll move right into the next one. Which one do you want to do next, G-Dubs? Classified documents or stoves?
Let's do the documents.
Okay. Without further ado, Biden's got classified documents. Are the walls closing in, or are the media already playing defense? Because we all know just a few months ago, just before the election, right?
Yeah.
Totally not political move. They raided the Mar-a-Lago for some confidential things, even though the president has the ability to declassify things at will. Meanwhile, we're at a point where they found some classified documents in Joe Biden's old office, who was vice president from when he had them, so he wasn't able to declassify things. And the media was like, "Oh, this is nothing alike. This is not the same at all." Even though Biden had classified documents on the UK and the Ukraine and stuff. And then today, just before we went live, Biden aides find second batch of classified documents at new location. The old one was at his old office. This was at his new one. I mean, will anybody be held accountable? Yeah, I fucking doubt it.
They ain't gonna do shit.
Sean said as president, he can determine what is classified and what is not classified. The problem lies, and he acquired when he was vice president. Yeah, no, this one was a vice president acquiring them and then taking them off. The second one at his new location could be from this presidency, but oh yeah, this one. Hiding at Biden's think tank. Some things don't go together. No. No, Biden's think tank. Not a place I'd want to be. Sounds scary. Sounds like they exercise a lot, churning on a shove of pressure down there. Talk about Batacalf care a lot. I don't know. Maybe they ride bikes. I don't know. A lot of chocolate chip ice cream down thick pink.
They brush his hair, see it float in the water.
There's like lots of mannequins around that he can sniff. Here we go. Washington. Aides to President Joe Biden have discovered at least one additional batch of classified documents in a location separate from the Washington offices he used after leaving the Obama administration, according to a person familiar with the matter. Since November, after the discovery of documents, that's a fun point, actually. The classified Biden documents were found back in November, and they decided not to release it until like this week.
Yeah.
Seems very like strategic timing.
Well, when did they raid Mar-a-Lago?
Early November or
Yeah.
late October. Like it was like right in the
It was too soon. Like it was too soon afterwards. It's
I'm sorry, I'm looking it up. When the Mar-a-Lago raid happened? August 8th, 2022.
okay. Well, it was still in the news cycle.
Yep, and it was too politically advantageous not to not cover this one before the election. Our president, the greatest of Alzheimer's, the greatest of all timers. That's right. Corn Pop helped him hide he was a bad dude. He was a bad dude. Hung out with some bad boys. Sean said I would tell you more, but I forgot. Yeah, either that or you're a lying dog-faced pony soldier. Sean. Let's do some push-ups, Jack. I wish we could play more of the Biden auto-tune songs on the show without getting copyright struck on YouTube. You ever heard the Got Hairy Legs song?
Yeah.
Fucking gold. Anyways, since November, after the discovery documents with classified markings in his former office, because you can't say they're classified, they just have classified markings. Like the empty folders that Trump had were definitely classified documents.
Yes.
Yeah. I love this framing. Biden aides have been searching for any additional classified materials that might be in other locations, he said. He said the source who spoke on the condition of anonymity to provide details about the ongoing inquiry. White House did not return a request for comment. The Justice Department had no comment. The initial discovery of classified documents in an office used by Biden after his vice presidency was first reported Monday by CBS News, even though it happened back in November. Classification level, number, and precise location of additional documents was not immediately clear, because it doesn't really matter. It also was not immediately clear when the additional documents were discovered and if the search for any other classified materials Biden may have from the Obama administration is complete. It doesn't matter. Biden aides have been sifting through documents stored at locations beyond his former Washington office to determine if there are any other classified documents that need to be turned over to the National Archives and reviewed by the Justice Department. The person familiar with the matter said, "This is like all hearsay. Like they're not willing to like reveal a single source in this article." As much as I'm not wanting to defend Joe, like don't make me defend Joe Biden. It's like I didn't want to have to defend Trump, and there I was. John said, "Hello, Robin. What's up?" Not immediately clear. Robin said, "Hey, everyone. Hope all is well." Yes, you too. Sean said the other documents probably in the bathroom. Lol. Or like they'll come out a report that he like flushed them all. Like, right? Like that was like right after Trump left office. There was like supposedly a bunch of documents in the toilets and shit. Like he just tried to like shove them down there with a shoe. Like these people don't own fire pits and paper shredders. Like, oh, it's the last day of the presidency. We better go shove some shit down the toilet.
The paper shredder's busted. What are we going to do?
I've only got tens of thousands of people working for me. And I mean, I can only trust 3 of them, but one of those 3 could have taken, like, burn this shit in the White House, the fire pit or whatever. I'm sure they've got one. But yeah, just one of those, like, what, dude? Yeah, that's one of those, no, the media coverage won't be fair. Like nothing about it's going to be,
yeah.
It's kind of like the Republicans taking the House. Like, yeah, okay, let's see if they actually do something, or they're a bunch of fucking cucks like they have been. Because that's all I've been seeing for years.
Well, did you see that they're putting to a vote to abolish the IRS and income tax?
Yeah, I think a symbolic vote.
Yeah. No, it wouldn't pass the Senate anyways.
What I really love is that there was a vote to open an investigation thing for the weaponization of the federal government, and the votes yes, no were on party lines. Like, not a single Democrat in the House is interested in investigating how the government may have been weaponized against citizens, and every Republican wants to know. It's like, if that tells you anything, like, like, there's some party line shit I would break all the time.
Yeah.
In either house. But when it's like, hey, we need to investigate the government to see if anything went wrong, and entire half the government goes like, no, we're good. I wonder what's going on here. I wonder if there's any malfeasance. Because all we did was investigate Trump for 4 years. So I think we're
done investigating.
Yeah, we just need to calm down. The Bidens are totally normal, not fucked up people. Let them go on their merry way. I mean, Joe will be in the rocking chair with the blanket on his lap in no time. John said, we need to do more movie like Brewster's Millions and none of the above, and have a none of the above election. Yeah, I agree, dude. And like actually have a third party would be fucking nice. Len said they passed in the House, but the Senate said no. Biden said he would veto if it came across his desk. Yeah, of course he was, because he doesn't want to investigate shit, dude. He's the one that's going to get investigated. Of course he doesn't want to get all the fucked up shit he's been a part of investigated. Like, even the basic shit that the media lied about all the time. Like, you know what I'd love to see investigated? How did Joe Biden break his foot? Because chasing a dog out of the shower is not normal human activity. Like, I still want a response for that. That was like the first 3 weeks of his presidency. I feel like there's a lot we can get into here. Why did the FBI raid James O'Keefe's house over the Ashley Biden diary, even though that's supposedly not real? I don't know. I'd like to know why they're raiding journalists' houses over non-government workers' private note-taking. There's a lot of interesting questions there.
Yeah.
So, no, I'd love to see if we get new, got some, and I will say that the other reason that Biden and the Democrats will not abolish the IRS is because they need it, because they've spent a lot of fucking money, and they need those 87,000 armed IRS agents to go collecting. And secondly, at this point, it's really important in the game for all of them to keep the presentation that taxes matter going. Like, they need to keep that perception going to keep inflation down and to keep normal people comfy knowing that their government's still working fine. Because if we just dropped taxes and printed money and kept spending like we are, the same thing would happen. Like, we would just run our economy into the ground like we're going to. It'd just be a little bit faster, but everyone would realize it was fake by the time we got there, which would be an issue. I think it was John Henry Ford, right? Said if the normal people knew how the banking institutions work, there'd be a revolution overnight. Something like that. Like, yeah, that's about tenfold for the fucking Federal Reserve. That's some they have infinite spending. So why are they taking your money to foot their to pretend to foot their bills? I don't know. Keep you in check to make you think it's real. John said, "Don't worry, we're checking it out. We're checking into our behavior, and we definitely hold ourselves accountable. You can trust us." Yeah, that's totally clown world, my friend. That's where we live. The bike accident was pretty funny. Lol. I agree. Depends gate, classified documents hidden in depends. Nobody wants to investigate that. Depends gate. Savage. Did you see where Biden wants to ban gas stoves? I'm sure you all have. It's been all over my newsfeed. Yeah, that was actually the next one we're going to get into. John said you do not need the IRS when you have centralized bank digital currency. They will remove your money before you even see it. Yeah, dude, there's no point. Especially weaponize a bunch of them. Like, I'm all for arming everybody but the government. And pretty much my stance. Like,
I don't trust the government. Sorry.
Well, as you shouldn't, because you read a history book one time. And that should be enough. to let you know you shouldn't trust the government. That's all you need. Why? Because all animals are equal. Some animals are more equal than others. God damn it, George Orwell, you fucking magnificent writer. Although, since Lynn brought it up, we might just get into this one before we actually we have two more before we get out of here. Ban gas stoves. You know the chefs carry knives, right? That was my headline. Because I would revolt. This is there's a lot of stuff I have to be angry about in the past couple of years, but the fact that this guy even got mulled over as a thing that was taken legitimately. This is an update. They said federal regulator won't ban gas stoves after all, because at first they were talking about it, and then they were going to do it, and then there was backlash, and now they're not going to do it. And I assume in like 2 weeks they're going to come out and be like, actually, we are going to move forward with that, because like all the fact checks that were like, does Biden want to ban gas stoves for climate change? No, actually, he found this other really obscure reason that nobody believes in to ban gas stoves. So we're going to go with that one instead of climate change. Yeah, climate change. That's only why the athletes are dying. The athletes are dying because of global warming. That's for sure. But the stoves, it's because of says they make your kids stupid. They give us no reason to be trustworthy. I know, that's why they take money, and so they seem legitimate. Jason said, give the government water guns. Yeah, or like party poppers. That would be fun. Like a tactical vest full of party poppers would be pretty funny. Marcy said they broke apartheid in South Africa. You could effing learn a thing or two. Or we could learn an effing thing or two.
Yeah, well, let's not bring up South Africa.
Let's get into this one. Federal regulators walked back comments about banning gas stoves after backlash to the idea of a ban reached fever pitch this week. Consumer Product Safety Commissioner Richard Trumka Jr. told Bloomberg in an interview this week that a ban was on the table for gas stoves. Research is linked to health problems, including asthma, which is why there's all these professional chefs just dying of asthma left and right. It's the only reason they ever pass. It's not the excessive drug use or the hard drinking they do for 40 years. It's definitely the stoves, right, Debs?
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, it's the stoves.
My friends were like, well, what are they going to do in commercial kitchens? And I was like, well, you don't honestly think they're going to like go after commercial and like catering for politicians, do you? Like, they've still got to have their scallops seared perfectly. There's no way they're going to let like electric stoves get put in at the White House. That's not going to happen. Oh, hell no.
Cooking them off fucking butane burners.
Absolutely. Like on a fucking butane torch. That's... Len said, unfortunately, I told a friend about this earlier and she believed the news when it comes to health reasons. I love her, but she believes most everything that's put on the news. Yeah, that's why, everybody has asthma that's grown up in a house with gas in the past 50 years, right? That's why our asthma rates are so ridiculous. Like, I don't get it. Like, if it was that big a cause of that, like, wouldn't it be a bigger deal?
Yeah.
I get that asthma sucks, and I feel for people that have it, and I don't want, like, I wish nobody did. But, like, I honestly feel like this study was probably done with somebody putting, like, a fucking gas grill inside their house. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's how, like, the government's going to study it, is, like they're literally going to take the worst example of something you can do and do that. And that's going to be the model they run stuff off. So it's going to be like a guy running 5 burners on a gas grill inside his house with no fans, no windows open. They're like, oh yeah, I gave him asthma after he cooked up, all this food. I mean, he had to turn his smoke alarms off 4 times, but Burger King out of business, no flame grill. They'll still figure out how to put that fake smoke flavor in there somehow, damn it.
That's why I convinced those black marks are just chemical drawn on.
Robin said, I hear that. Or sorry, Dobby said, Robin, I hear that. If it didn't come in the news, they fear if they don't want to be fucking near it. Yeah. Meanwhile, these people have no problem with theirs. G-Dubs, can I run and grab a drink real quick? You go for a
Yeah,
sec?
go for it.
Thank you.
All right. Now, let's what do we want to talk about? Like fucking do we want to keep going on the stove thing? Like I don't know. Like let's make this interactive. Because Hickory's gone and I'm sitting here all by myself just talking because I feel like Garth from Wayne's World, where they're like Wayne takes off and it's like, hey, nice to meet you. My name is Garth, and stuff like that. I got nothing. I got nothing. I got nothing. God damn it. I am nothing without Hickory. Sean says, I'm sitting here all by myself. Are you snowed in or flooded out? I am neither right now. All of our snow is gone. It did rain a couple days ago. But for the most part, it's just been kind of cold, and that's it. It looks like the beginning of spring, and Jason goes, "Who's going to be the next guest on the show?" I have no idea. We it's yeah, I have no idea. I've never told these things. This is one I wanted to save for when Hickory.
Thank you, Marcy.
And Lynn, I love your sweatshirt, jacket, GW. I have one exactly like that in my closet. My favorite color is red, by the way. Well, I wear it because I look good in it. That's the only reason. Like I have two up. Like I have a black one that I appreciate a little more, but I can't find it. So, but I'm glad you like it.
We got Skimaro said, talk about the FAA computer fails. Yeah, that's actually one that should come up. That was this morning. GW, did you see that?
Yeah, where like they had to ground all the flights because the computers went down.
Yeah. Okay, how well we're doing. Flights grounded nationwide after key FAA computer system fails. System communicates warning of flight hazards to pilots and airports in real time. Authorities say there's no evidence of a cyber attack. U.S. Airlines slowly resumed normal operations Wednesday after the Federal Aviation Administration lifted an order grounding thousands of domestic flights after crucial computer safety system fail. More than 7,300 flights were delayed, according to FlightAware, an online tracking service. FAA ordered a ground stop, a nationwide pause in domestic departures after its NOTAM, or Notice to Air Mission, system failed early Wednesday. The FAA uses the system to alert pilots to potential flight hazards. Disruption was considered, quote, a major safety issue. Yeah. System failed to process new information early Wednesday and crashed, requiring a hard restart at 2 a.m., officials said. Department's investigating the failure. Officials said there's no evidence of a cyber attack. NOTAM is separate from air traffic control systems. It's an online system used by pilots and airports. And the FAA says it contains real-time safety information that can be more quickly communicated by other means. Information includes items such as military flights, runway closures or other obstructions, bird hazards, and numerous other obstacles. Systems considered essential to flight planning. Pilots are expected to consult NOTAM system before every flight. And yeah, here's a 4 a.m., man. There's like 3 flights. That's wild to look at. Like, that was it.
Yeah, wow.
Sean said, Zach graphic tells me that does not look like an anthill. Yeah, that's nuts. Like, that's what it should look like. Yeah, that's like it recently. And that's what it looked like at 4 a.m. and at 6 a.m. and at 8 a.m. Like, no flights. Skimaro said, take the bus, get there next week.
Yeah, fuck the bus. I've taken the bus before. Have you taken a bus before?
Yeah.
Like not like school trip, but like
yeah, like the bus.
Yeah. Fucking sucks. hate it. It's so fucking obnoxious.
And it's good planes aren't actually that big comparatively, because like we wouldn't be able to see the sun half the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, this is the actual size of planes. Like Nashville just wouldn't have sunlight. It would constantly just be covered. And
Well, Florida either.
yeah, basically the entire East Coast, dude. Like there'd be no sun on the beach anywhere. Yeah. Not sure. I mean, major. That's the first time all flights have been grounded since like 9/11, as far as I remember, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there was a shitload of cancellations during the call-in flu, or whatever they were calling it back during the COVID restrictions. But that wasn't like everything was grounded. But yeah, we got one more for the regular show we'll get into before we get out of here.
One more.
Make sure I have it. Oh yeah. Let's leave the show on a happy note. This was a YouTube video popped up the other day, and I thought it was going to go sideways. And all of a sudden, it turned into like this, like, aw. So I figured we'd share it. We'll give some of our thoughts, and I'll share what I was thinking when I initially watched it, because obviously I'd watched it. I know how it ends, but I'm sure G-Dubs, when you watched it, you could share some of your opinions. And, this is a video from Demon's Row. It's a YouTube channel. Deals in motorcycle club stuff, for lack of a better word. And I don't know what motorcycle club this is, but you got to see this. Let's hoping I can full screen it. Looks like a bad news, right? Like,
yeah.
Immediately from the get-go, we got cops rolling up, telling this dude near his bike to get on the ground. Nobody's really sure what's going on.
I'm his wife.
Get his gun.
Okay,
Get his gun from me.
I will.
All right, Cal.
You back up.
Cal.
You back up because, you know, like 3 feet makes a difference to a bullet.
Yeah.
that was like my only negative thought during this video, other than like, oh no, something is going to go wrong. But it can't go that wrong because it wouldn't be up on YouTube still. That was like my first thought, was like, back up. Yeah, because like, you know, once you get 5 feet away from a cop, they can't hit anything.
They're like stormtroopers.
Yeah. Basically, if you're not point blank, you're safe. Which is why the cops don't kill anybody in this country, right? And that's the
yeah.
Cal. Hey, come back, Cal.
So they asked her to get his gun. Fucking adorable, right? Like, I don't care if it's real or not. It's cute. You know? Like, it's cute. It does make me wonder if these cops got in trouble.
Well, I mean, if you paid for the cops' time.
That's true.
I guess you're not his wife just yet.
But they don't show the end. She just makes him sweat it. You know what I mean? I'm like,
Yeah.
I'd hope she said yes, but I don't know.
I'd say no. After that, I'd be like, fuck you.
Yo, dude, you just got a gun pointed at me. What the fuck are you talking about? That's where I'd be at. My head, anyways. Yeah,
Ooh.
that's all I got for the regular show. G-Dubs, you got anything?
Wait. Woof.
Yep.
I ain't got shit.
We can talk about there being over 200 attacks on the electric grid this year, including the Vegas one that just recently happened, that none of the mainstream medias wanted to talk about because the guy didn't have a name that fits their narrative. That was But yeah, it's a vulnerable system and nobody wants to address it, Sean, where I'll just want to live in ignorantful bliss. Meanwhile, the Biden administration and them want to ban gas stoves, so you have to use electric. And we've had 200 attacks in the electric grid this year. I assume you mean in the past 365 days, not in 2023.
I was going to say, that's pretty fucking impressive.
Yeah, it'd be wild. What an organized attack that would be. Jason's a shotgun wedding. It's a Glock 9 wedding, my friend. Get married at gunpoint. But yeah, no, that's been a thing. We'll get in that in a little bit in the after show. And then we got some other stuff to get into. Over there, we're going to be talking about transmaxing, a new trend I've seen pop up, which at first I was like, I don't know if I really want to get into that because it's sensitive. And then I realized, no, these aren't trans people. These are dudes that are just looking for the cheat code. So I don't mind shitting on them at all because anybody looking for a shortcut in this life doesn't deserve one. And then we're going to follow up with my trans canine friend that we found over on Twitter. I'll follow up on her, give you a little update on what's going. But that's pretty much all I got for the main show. G-Dubs, you got anything you want to say before we get on out here?
The 28th January,
right?
Marquee Theater in
Middlebury, Vermont.
Be there, be square, 7:30.
That's right. Jonah Joseph, hosted by Pierre, the Beast of a Show. GW Foley. I gotta come up with a fun little name for you.
And this guy.
And me. I'm gonna have a lot of fun. I'm excited.
I don't know. I do like the most dangerous comic in Rutland.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that I put in God, did I share that video on the show? I don't know. The walk-in video. I put Vermont's premier drunk comedy magician on it because of that asshole calling himself Vermont's premier comedy magician. Like, yeah, no, fuck you. Just a friendly reminder. That would have been a great proposal, but it didn't happen on the real every day across the country. That was with way different results. It would have been a great. That's fair.
Yeah.
Yep. That's why we say F12 around here. You know, because Sean GW and I are just a bunch of good old Antifa. That's right. A bunch of anti-fascists. And by that, we mean we don't vote Democrat. But that's all I got. So without further ado, let me, you're good, G-Dubs?
I'm great.
Signing out for this fine gentleman, GW Foley. Go check him out, GW Foley, at Foley Comedy?
Foley
Or
Kills.
is it just Foley Kills? Sorry. Y'all have a great night. You too, Skidmore. I hope you have the best of evenings. Good night, everyone. Good night, Blenda. Thank you so much for dropping by. We appreciate everybody who dropped on by the stream. You want to find us way over there on the after show. Rumble exclusive at Hickory TDAU. At Hickory Plays is also over there if you want to see some drunken, underwhelming gaming content. That's over there. And yeah, there'll be some, there might be a Hickory Strength video coming up. That's been a long time. Wheezy said good night, everyone. Good night, Wheezy. We hope you have a beautiful evening, my friend. Stay safe. Jason, you too, brother. Thank you. Good night. Yeah, there'll be some updates on how the gym sessions and the not eating garbage and drinking too much are going. But until next week, that's all I got for the main show. We'll see you on the after show. I'm going to play a song. We're going to talk about a couple ridiculous topics and wrap this one up. We'll see you guys over there. Until then, Drunk Magician out. Cheers.
Are you saying you want to show me your tits? This is a weird show.